Alright, in this tutorial what we're going to go over is phase 3 of finalizing the semantic category plan. In the next tutorials we're going to get deeper into keyword research, but it's important you set a semantic plan before you begin your heavy keyword research. So what we've done so far is done some discovery on what's the top level keyword we're going to target. So we've done some light keyword research at this point. And in this tutorial, in this case study, what I've done is targeted this particular keyword phrase, and I ran a KRA Pro theme report on this particular phrase, and I just started sucking out phrases that I might want to target that are product based. So you always want to be thinking product based theme words. Why? Because while I'm going out to sell this particular product, I want to then go create more semantic content that is product based so I can sell even more products. This is how you start growing your earnings exponentially when you choose the right categories that are product based. You then get into more specific products. The more specific a search term is, folks, remember, you want buyers. So if it's specific to a product, you're going to make more sales because they are looking for that. This is a buyer related keyword. We know exactly what they're looking for, and that's why I'm using this as a case study. Remember I mentioned that I registered an exact match domain on this. This is a ridiculously long domain. I don't recommend that you register a domain of that length, but again, I'm reinforcing everything you need to think about when you're creating your plan, registering your domain. So before you register your domain, you might actually want to create the semantic plan. So now let's go back and review what happened in phase number 2. And again, I just want to highlight when I'm doing this, I use one mind map. But in this case, because there's kind of 3 phases I go through, I've created 3 mind maps. You don't need to do that. This is just to show you how I start stripping out phrases and finalizing my mind map of my categories. So we moved on to phase 2, where I started removing a lot of stuff, and I came down to Western Digital, hard drives, media converter software, media players, composite video, because that relates to the specific product. These checkboxes here indicate that I've actually written this article on digital TV, this article on composite video. So this is why mind mapping is so important. You can keep track of what you've already done. So this serves a lot of functions in mind mapping. You keep track of what you're doing, and secondly, your plan is rock solid and will be semantically correct. So now let's move on to phase 3 of what I'm doing with mind mapping. And just so you can see a real life case study of how I'm actually spending a category, I've created this mind map with just one phrase. Remember, I will not create 3 different mind maps, just one. I've just done this where I have the target phrase and this category just for training purposes, but like I said, I'd actually do this in a document that looks like this and start expanding out categories like hard drives and so on. But now let's go back here. I'm going to show you how I start creating my subcategories in my 3rd phase of my semantic planning. Well, the first thing I do is run a theme report using KRA Pro on this phrase right here, hard drives. So let me pull this into view for you. Here is my theme report on hard drives. So what I do to go and draw product specific semantic phrases is, hang on here, let me pull that back up. I grab the theme report, open it up, and literally scroll through looking for specific products. So I look at things like this. Okay, that's kind of garbage. I don't know what that is. Those are specs related to hard drive. That's not a buyer related phrase, but as we scroll through, I see Western Digital Caviar. That looks like a product to me. If you're not sure if it's a product or not, what I'll do is highlight it just like that, hit Control-C on my keyboard, come over to Amazon, and you can see I've already actually done a search on that to make, oh wait, no, that was some other research, but let's just do this real time. So I'm going to search Western Digital Caviar by hitting Control-V to paste that into the search box at Amazon, because I want to see if that's actually a specific product. And there we go. I've got validation that that is actually a product. So let's go back to the theme report, close that down, hit Control V to paste that in to my mind map that I will talk about Western Digital Caviar, because that is something that sells. And again, just for clarity's sake, let's go back to our theme report where I found Western Digital Caviar. And since I can't find that with my eyes readily, let's go and, oh, wrong, that's the wrong window, folks. Let's go here. There we go, Western Digital Caviar. Now I'll keep going through and, oh, look at this, Western Digital Scorpio. Again, if you're not sure if that's a specific product, simply go to Amazon, check it out. Sometimes you'll find that there isn't actually a product at Amazon. It's very rare that this happens. You don't always have to sell through Amazon, but if you're curious and let's say that didn't show up as a product at Amazon, I would then go into my Google search box and type in affiliates to see if there's affiliate programs. So there's Western Digital itself, and I just scroll through and look and see, do you have an affiliate program? I just click on the top 10 listings. So if nothing comes up there, I will then go affiliate program and search to make sure I've got a revenue model that I can at least make commissions selling other people's stuff. Worst case scenario, you can put an AdSense lockup, but I don't recommend that. That's too volatile as far as earnings go. You don't always know what ads are going to get triggered and various other factors. So AdSense is not one of my top choices for a revenue model. I just wanted to let you know that as we're going through this live. So let's go back to our theme report, and I'll just simply keep going through and looking for specific products. And look at this, Seagate Momentous 5400. That is a specific product, and I'll paste that in, and so on and so forth. And I will then go back and possibly, if you want, go create a subcategory of your subcategory. Now we're getting to a ridiculous level. And what I will do next, this is typically where I stop doing semantic planning. And in the next video, I'll show you how I take the semantic plan and start generating my keyword performing my keyword research. This is the point where I get into intensive research, is after this phase 3 of semantic category planning is done. So make sure you get your semantic plans in place, because this is your roadmap to riches. This is where you are planning on how is that money going to come in. Planning is crucial for success, so make sure you spend some time on this. And it's okay if it takes you a week, 2 weeks, or 3 weeks to finish this plan. It's very important you get this in place, because when I spend a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks planning my business, planning my website, that's when the maximum earnings come back. So you don't have to feel rushed. In fact, once you have phase 2 of your semantic plan done, if you're eager to get money right now, I suggest what you do is create a semantic article on this phrase, which means you write an article on this using Carre Pro and some semantic reports you get back from that, and each and every one of these top level categories, and then create articles on that and start rolling forward. So you can do a lot of things in parallel, but make sure you at least get to phase 2 of your semantic planning before you begin creating content. And I look forward to seeing you in the creating or keyword research module. And I look forward to seeing you in the keyword research module, where we will expand this mind map and find the fast track to money, the easy to get keywords, and how to target those. And by then you will know how to write your articles, how to keep this whole process rolling. And this is where it gets really exciting. So make sure you do your planning. I'll see you in the next video, folks.